This film depicts the world of another planet. There is also life, which means that various creatures live there. A narrator begins by telling us a story about the planet. This planet is alone and hidden in the darkness on the other side. Many years ago, everything appeared to be deserted. Nature, on the other hand, has other ideas. Two creatures have come to bless this planet. It was time to make this world beautiful. It is not incorrect to say, now is the time to bring this planet's beauty to the attention of all. The two guardians brought the sun and moon to this planet. Many years passed. The people there start controlling the sun and the moon. Many years have passed. The people there begin to have control over the sun and the moon. It was expected sun's guardian will be Soho and moon's guardian will be someone else. We will call him as expected guardian. With it, a girl is shown made of wax. Her father is also made of wax. The girl was brilliant and she enjoys gazing at the sky. She says to her father she wants to go to today's ceremony. When the guardians will be chosen, her father forbids her while saying the temperature outside decreases at night. It is dangerous for us. In the noon, we also can't stay out for late, otherwise we will melt. He was saying right. The wax people were frozen and unable to move at night. In the morning, with the dim rays of the sun, they come back to their normal state. They start their new day. The night appears. On another side, a small creature Mune is shown. He is also naughty and insists his father to go to the ceremony. His father says no to him, but he insists on his father and also has a pet he used to play with it all the time. He goes inside the house at night. On the other side, the wax girl is shown. She secretly moves for the ceremony. Mune also moves from his house. The planet is shown properly where the ceremony is held. There is daytime in half of the planet and night in the other half. Some people were sitting during the day, while others were sitting at night. The ceremony starts and the old guardians of the sun and moon also arrive, so they will choose a new guardian after a ritual. The ritual begins, and the first step is to select the sun's guardian. After the ritual, the sun's old guardian chooses Sohon. He was the expected leader of the sun. When it was the moon's guardian's turn, the old guardian chooses Mune. Due to it, the expected guardian becomes enraged. How this small boy can perform this duty? Sohone, the expected guardian, say ill about the boy. Mune didn't deserve this seat. The expected guardian deserves this seat. For the old guardian does what he believes is right. There will undoubtedly be a reason for this. Now, Mune and Sohon were given their temples. There a black creature is shown spying on them. It goes to a place there was a dark fire demon. It was looking huge and terrible. In fact, it wants to steal the sun. It has two white snakes. They were magical snakes. It sends those magical snakes upside. They have the quality of controlling anyone's mind. The demon has sent the snakes to the expected guardian. He was an aggressive man. They reach and manipulate his mind. They feed his mind with different things. It was your seat why Mune has taken it. His eyes changed. His eyes turned like a snake's eyes. He starts hating Mune. On the other side, Mune's old guardian is shown. He was telling new things to Mune, how to manage everything. He makes him understand all systems. He also shows him the moon angels connected to the moon. The moon can be pulled while pulling them. Meanwhile, Mune notices a door that opens in another world. The moon's old guardian informs Mune that the first moon guardian appears from the door. Mune gets excited while seeing the door. He starts thinking about what will be the world there. How the moon was made. Before Mune asks something from the old guardian, he disappears. Now Mune has to handle all this alone. In fact, he changes into a stone. The sun's new guardian is shown. His name is Sohon. The sun's old guardian was guiding him. He notices that the old guardian is changed into stone. He also learned all his duties. Mune is shown at night, who is trying to pull the moon. But he doesn't maintain the balance. The moon angel also helps him, but the rope breaks. The moon goes at a far distance. Mune becomes enraged while seeing the moon is changing its place. Meanwhile, the moon's expected guardian also comes to him. He says, "Look, the moon's guardian is a kid named Mune, who knows nothing." Then Soho moves to that side before unravel Mune sends a moon angel to the moon. The moon was again tied with the rope. Mune pulls it and finally brings it near him. Everything was fine again. Now because Sohon has gone to the other side from his sun temple, the fire demon gets a chance from it. It sends its companion, they were some creepy creatures, to steal the sun from the sun temple, and they steal it. After it, the sun temple also behaves strangely. A statue sits down. The Waz girl was seeing all this, even that moon incident. She immediately goes to inform Sohon. The girl tells this to Sohon immediately, and Sohon says, "Are you kidding? Let me check myself." When he goes to his temple, he gets astonished after seeing that the sun is being stolen by someone. Even he notices the sun is moving to the demon's place. Demon becomes happy when its workers give it the sun. The demon blows off the sun while holding it in its hands. Everyone was concerned because the moon was acting strangely. Now the sun removed as well. There was dark again on the whole planet. So Hun comes in anger. He goes to Mune immediately and says, "This happened because of you. If I will not come to your temple, my son will not be stolen from my temple." He takes the moon and gives it to the expected guardian and says, "Now you are its guardian." He goes to the demon's place in search of the sun with the wax girl. Mune was depressed because he has nothing. He was embarrassed about what has happened because of him and returns home. But his family doesn't accept him because they forbade him to go to the ceremony. Now Mune was upset. When Sohon and the wax girl were moving forward, they see Mune in front of them. They were surprised to see him and ask, "What are you doing here?" Mune says, "Sohon, forgive me." He also apologizes to the girl that I didn't fulfill your expectations. He says to Sohon, "I also wanted to go to the demon with you. I want to help you." Sohon refuses at first, but then agrees when the girl insists that we should give him a chance. Mune is useful. It is shown the expected guardian also couldn't control the moon. He pulls it towards him. As it holds the moon, it shrinks. Gradually, the moon disappears. Being worried, he moves to the moon angels. But they also can't do anything. At first, sun went, and now the moon is also disappeared. There was dark on the planet. Even nothing was visible. That's what the dark fire demon wants. It becomes happy. On the other hand, while walking, they come across a spot in the forest that looks like water. There was a hole in it. They decide they will jump into this hole because the dark fire demon lives under it, in a cave where none can reach. If anyone wishes to come, he must be an expert who has overcome numerous obstacles. Before jumping into the water, they eat algae with it. Their oxygen will be completed and they will not face any problem. The wax girl was frightening. It's obvious it was late at night. She could have been frozen while jumping in the water. Mune and Sohon say, "You are so nice. We will not let you freeze. We will be with you always." Now they jump into the water, but a sea monster arrives and holds the girl. Sohon and Mune try to release her, but they couldn't do it. They were disappointed, but then another monster arrives. A sharp light was emerging from it. It says, "Stop. I am not a monster. I am the guardian of the moon." It saves all of them from this sea monster. It takes them out while saying, "I will help you." It also makes the wax girl feel better. They continued their journey as a group of 4. They start talking about the dark fire demon. The old guardian tells them the demon was the sun's guardian before, but then there was magic on him. He was changed into a demon. From then, it thought it will take revenge on all and will bring the sun back. It is in fact in hell, but it doesn't affect it. It has grown more powerful. While talking, they reach the door of hell. They were moving forward, but Mune notices his moon temple is coming. Mune goes there immediately, calls his pet, and the wax girl also comes with him. He sits on his temple and controls it. The temple becomes fine and listens to him. They become happy. It means Mune and the Wax Girl. It is good that the temple is listening to Mune. Going inside the temple, they notice the expected guardian there, whom Sihon has made the new guardian. He was sad and guilty because he couldn't control the Moon Temple. Then Mune shows them the door. The old guardian has shown him this door. He says, "I will go inside and will bring the moon that has disappeared." The Wax Girl also jumped with him inside. As they reach there, some monsters attack them. It wasn't easy to bring the moon. Mune says to the Wax Girl, "Stop. This is just our imagination. The real world is where we live." Then he collects powers in him. He vanishes all the monsters while moving his hand forward, because this was only his fantasy world. He has mastered the control of his imagination. As he moves forward, he notices the location from which the moon can be carved, and he carves the moon with the help of some tools. As he was bringing it back to the temple, he notices it has no shine. When there is no light, he recalls the sun is not present because the moon absorbs the sun's light. They come out with the moon. They were happy. The expected guardian of the moon sees all this. Mune has brought the moon. He understands that why he has been chosen as a guardian. He deserves this because he has brought the moon. He says sorry to him and Mune forgives him. He continues his journey, which he continued with Sihon. Sihon arrives at the place where the demon lived. Demon snakes arrive and try to control him. When he notices the darkness in the world, he tries to control himself, but he couldn't do it. The old guardian also arrives who saved them before. He saves Sihon while sacrificing his life. Soon, Mune and the Wax Girl also arrived. They move forward. But then the fire demon comes in front. Ho says to them to move forward. "I will fight with them." Sihon fights while lifting up a sword. Mune and the Wax Girl move forward. Meanwhile, the workers of the demon arrive. Mune fights with them, and the Wax Girl moves forward. She discovers where the sun is. She goes near it and becomes happy. She blows the sun. As a result, her blow will once again illuminate the sun. As she does this, the light of the sun returns. Its fire also returns. But do you remember the wax melts with the fire, and it freezes in the water or decreases temperature? Here, the Wax Girl melts, she falls down. Mune comes to her immediately. The girl says, "No matter if I will stay alive or died, you go and save the sun and the moons. It will make a huge difference." Meanwhile, demons' workers arrive and try to end them, while putting their feet on them, but Sihon arrives. He holds their feet tightly. He throws them at a far distance now. The sun was free, and it walks. The moon also shines with its light. Due to the light of the sun and moon, Sihon and Mune get energy. Collecting his energy, Mune immediately goes inside the fire demon. The magical snakes were hidden there. Mune kills those snakes, so the demon will again become a guardian. It happens the same as the snakes were ended. The demon changes into a guardian. Later, the guardian also changes into stone as the others changed. Now, Sihon and Mune return to their planet. They place sun and the moon at their places. Mune was sad for the Wax Girl. He uses the wax to make another girl look like her. He places a sliver of the moon in her hand. After it, they set the sun and the moon. After taking the light from the sun, the moon shines brightly. When the sun emits the rays and it falls on the Wax Girl, she recovers and is revitalized. She then walks over to Mune and gives him a hug. On the planet, everything was fine. Everyone was admiring Sihon and Mune. The film comes to a close with this satisfying conclusion.